Hello Gears fans, I've got another video for you, and in this one I want to talk about why Gears fans still play this game even though we constantly complain about it. If you're a Gears fan, you've probably done one or all of the following: raged, thrown your controller, complained about every aspect of the game, said you're going to uninstall it and never play it, and then find yourself reinstalling the game and playing it again. And admittedly, I have done all of those. The answer to all of this is probably more simple than you would think. If you take a look at other games, like Call of Duty or Battlefield or League of Legends or just any game in general, and let's say someone got frustrated and never wanted to play that particular game again, what would they do? And how is that different from a Gears player? Well, let's say I got Call of Duty Cold War, and let's say I hate it. I don't like it. Let's just say it sucks. It's the worst game I've ever played. Okay, so what do I do? Well, I could play CSGO, I could play Battlefield, Battlefront, I could play the previous generation Modern Warfare, or let's say Battle Royales are more my taste, and let's say I play PUBG, and you know what, I'm tired of the hackers, I'm tired of them, I'm over it, I'm done playing PUBG, that's it, uninstall. Okay, what do I do then? Well, Apex Legends, Fortnite, and basically any of the other thousands of types of Battle Royales out there. So, the reason why I believe Gears fans, even though we constantly bash this game and talk about how much we hate it, but we still find ourselves playing it, is because of the simple reasoning: if we want to uninstall Gears and go play something else that's similar in that category, there really isn't anything else. There are tons of games that can replace Apex Legends, PUBG, Fortnite, Battlefront, CSGO. Well, CSGO may be an exception, but there's games like Valorant. And there's all different types of Call of Duty games out there. There's so many shooter games that people just keep kind of not necessarily remaking, but there's just a variety of them out there. There really isn't anything else like Gears of War. I mean, really, like what's a knockoff Gears of War game? Maybe Unreal Tournament, kind of, sort of. Gears was sort of inspired by it, but I don't really know. I don't think there really is anything. Gears is pretty unique, which is why it's got such a niche community, because Gears fans are like diehard loyalists, but we also bash the game as much as we can, as much as we are loyal to the franchise, because there really isn't anything else. It's sort of like a drug, maybe. Let's say you're addicted to like cocaine, but you're not a big fan of any other drug. Maybe that's a bad example. What I'm trying to lay out is, it's like a drug, and you're going up to someone who's addicted to cocaine and being like, okay, let's get you off this stuff. Here's some meth or heroin or speed. I don't know. I don't do drugs, so maybe I'm being ignorant. And they're like, no, like that's not my stuff. Like, that's not my kick. I don't want it. So I guess that could be a bit not so good of an example, but I think maybe you understand my point. It's just there's nothing else out there like it. It's what we want. It's what makes us feel good. It's satisfying to get kills, unlike other games. But what can you do when there's nothing else? I guess we just have to live with it, and maybe that's why we bash the game so much, because we know there's nowhere else to go. I don't know of any other game that can kind of replace that void if I completely cut it out of my life. So maybe that's why the community is just diehard with, oh, I hate the tuning, oh, I love the tuning, this needs to get nerfed, that needs to get buffed, and we're just at each other's throats constantly, because if we can't have it our way, well, then we're kind of shit out of luck. But if I'm a big Call of Duty fan or Battlefield fan, there are so many other things that can replace that. But there's nothing that can really replace Gears, so it's kind of special, but also unfortunate at the same time. Trying to salvage something from my poor drug example, I guess a better fit would be like maybe marijuana. Like, you can't smoke it because your lungs are sensitive, so you cough too much. So to get high, you resort to edibles, so you found a replacement for what you need. Whereas with Gears is maybe something that can only be taken in one form and your body rejects it. So there's nothing, point being, there's nothing to replace it. This is what it is. So I guess that's why the Gears community is constantly talking shit about this game, but also still playing it just as much. I mean, I've tried to think about a better answer, and I don't really think there is any, because I have stumbled across this issue with many games where, oh, I'm done playing Battlefield because it's full of hackers. Okay, well, that's fine, because that itch I have to go play a shooter game can be filled with literally 30 games on my Steam playlist. Like, I've got other Call of Duty games, I've got other Battlefield games, I've got tons of Halo games, I've got CS:GO, all types of shooter games. I got Valorant. It's just like, I mean, okay, like I got no problem finding a shooter game. And same thing with battle royale games, and same thing with like MOBAs, and same thing with like, you know, RPG games. There's tons of stuff out there, but there is, not to keep repeating myself, there's not another Gears game or this like third-person cover-based sort of military sci-fi type shooter game out there that has the same mechanics and feel of Gears. Doesn't exist. It's just, there's nothing else. So this is sort of like a quick like epiphany I had. I kind of wanted to share with you guys, just to kind of throw some content out there, maybe get the week started with something. But if you guys have maybe an idea on why you think the community constantly bashes the game but also still plays it, I understand why they bash the game. There's tons of reasons why this game deserves criticism, but what I'm looking for is, why do you guys think they still come back and play it? Leave some comments down below, and if you agree with me, cool. If you don't, please let me know. And I got my Gears 6 wishlist video coming soon if you guys want to hear that. Thank you.